This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Fort Collins, Colorado, home to the Colorado State Rams. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Air Force Falcons, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Colorado State Rams. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. And the Falcons will get us started with the opening kickoff. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Colorado State's offense will get the ball first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Homer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
The Rams will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So Air Force's offense will go to work for the first time today. The give to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the move, it's Pena. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Falcons will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Rams trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Rams have their offense in high gear. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And the Rams now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman, second and third and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss, because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Rams decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. Finds the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Snags a quick pass on the left. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Quickly to the tight end. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And as quarterbacks, you've got to be aware of secondary pressure. You've got to know when these free safeties, they start creeping towards the line of scrimmage, that they might get involved. You've got to have an answer for it, and the QB didn't have one that time.
And the Rams with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. It's a draw. Fights off a defender. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Rams will punt it away on 4th down. Here's the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. The give to the lone running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give on the option. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking for room, it's Pena. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, what a cut! He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And that's That's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. Return's going to get it up around field. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal. Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's...
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Not much on that return, but I think... After making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Now on first down from the 30. The give to the back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Godet. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Falcons are moving quickly down the field. Bringing the heat. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI.
You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and it was an easy call for the referees.
Spins away from the defender. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Falcons will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Takes it on the return. Pretty solid coverage there. Stop him at the 26. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
And the Rams line up to punt it away.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They go to the ground. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Finds his tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Leaves it with the back. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. That's caught. It's Rourke. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Rams send out the punt unit. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. It's reverse. Oh, that did not go as planned except for the defense. They were right there to make the big stop. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throwing right with the catch. It's Rourke. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Falcons can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught in the backfield, it's Pena.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Here comes the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash at 45 yards out. That is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Handoff from the gun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Unloads to the wideout. Got the big pause on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be fourth down. And the Rams will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. On the run, it's Pena. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. He's got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more. He hurls one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Rams will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They'll start this third quarter with a run. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. He'll do it himself. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Finding an escape route. Got the first down and more. The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. A stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Rourke. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Gonna run it. It's Pena. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Handoff to the single running back. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. And the offense about to dial up its 10th play of this drive. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They'll go to the ground. Plows through the defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Pressure coming. Oh, he got loose. Touchdown, Falcons. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
It's a phenomenal effort on third down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around, and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You gotta love that.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Oklahoma was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Sooners performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program.
Gets it past the marker.
Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Just way off target and missed it. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
And the Rams will send out the punt unit. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Air Force has it back and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Pena. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He's got the tight end. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Falcons will punt this one away. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Off-play action on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18. The Rams with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll keep it himself. Tackle is made at the 23. Let's call it a 5-yard pickup. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Rams can really attack on this 2nd and short. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got him. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. The Rams are moving quickly down the field. To the ground with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Rams decide to punt it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Falcons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. grabbed in the middle. It's Gaudet. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Surging forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Throws to the tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Turns it loose deep. Snags it on the right. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
One of the things I love about this guy is he's so hard on himself. Did a lot of good things last week, but he also threw 1 interception. He said that just ate away at him all week long. Coming into this game, he wanted to play perfect. No picks so far today. He's doing just that.
Running back searching for a hole. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Falcons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. They'll try to sneak it.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Rourke. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Going for the marker on the ground. Turning it on. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed. Looking for the end zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Power ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Air Force. They push out this lead in the 4th quarter, and it might be enough to give them that elusive 2nd win of the season. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Off the play fake on 1st down. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Gives it on the option. Across the 10. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. They want to throw it. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Falcons. And they take it in for 6 more points. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The Rams are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Working that left side now. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Trying to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. 1 back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Air Force! And the beatdown has ensued. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Duke was able to cap off a close one in Durham with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Gets the back moving. He'll set up to throw. Finds his big tight end. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. On 4th down, going to the air. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. Great place to start for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. The give to the back. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And here comes the field goal team. Salt, meat open wound. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Fires to the big fella. And that is how we will wrap this one up. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.